Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a lovely time and I hope that you had fantastic celebrations, and in my case especially I have some even bigger things to celebrate because if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, Southampton have won a game at home and kept a clean sheet against Tottenham. I know that Tottenham isn't like the best win at the moment. Obviously they're like struggling, but we beat Chelsea as well. We've gotten so many big points over the Christmassy period, and I'm ecstatic. It's just crazy, and I don't really know how to react. I am going to paraphrase because I make these videos on as many Saints games as I can. Sometimes I miss out because I'm busy or because I don't want to if we lose 9-0 for example. But I try my best to be as transparent as I can with the results and give my honest opinions on how games go. But in this case, and for the case of a few games previously, I actually didn't watch most of the game. I was at work today. So I only got home to see the final 20 minutes of the match, which was nice because I got to sit and watch it with my older brother. We're both massive Saints fans, and we try and watch as many games together as we can. We're going to go and see the Huddersfield game at St Mary's on Saturday together. Yeah, I didn't see most of the game. I did see Ings' goal, and I can tell you that I nearly shit myself. It was that good. Obviously I can give my input on that, but I like this video is going to be a lot shorter than I would normally do because I don't have any feedback on how players really played. I can only go off of the players that I saw play for the last 15 minutes of the game. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a weird one. I'll just talk about kind of how this makes me feel. Obviously with New Year, it's New Year's Day today. It's been and gone. I had a mental night out last night. I got home at 4:30 and then went to bed at 4:30, had work at 9:30, and I got home at who knows what time, 4:45, and it's all been a bit much. So having this happen to me and to us, to Saints fans, to Southampton Football Club, is just really nice, and it feels like we are turning a page. The only issue is that every other team is turning a page too. We've got, what games have we got today? So Brighton drew with Chelsea, Burnley lost to Villa, Newcastle lost to Leicester. That's fine, I don't care about that. I've got Maddison in my fantasy team, relatively happy with that result. And Watford beat Wolves. So Watford, Brighton and Villa are all clubs that are kind of near us in the table. So we needed results to go our way. I quite like Wolves as well. I'd have happily had them thrash Watford, but they aren't going our way. So this was clearly a very valuable, very valuable 3 points, because we don't know what's going to happen with our next round of fixtures. Because let's be honest, they're pretty effing terrible. Like, we've got Huddersfield obviously at the weekend, but then we're playing Leicester in Leicester. And then we're playing Wolves at home, Palace, and then we're playing Liverpool, I'm fairly sure. It's not going to be great, and we really need this little boost just to help us out away, and it could not have come on a better day considering all the teams playing really well. So I can hear my dogs going crazy in the background. Anyway, the best thing about this result is actually that it puts us up to 11th in the table currently. There's obviously games later on, but we're currently above Arsenal. We're drawing on points with Newcastle and Everton, which is great. But 11th in the table, considering we were very stuck in the relegation zone a few months ago. The turnaround recently has been fantastic, and we're doing so well. We've lost a few games recently, then won a couple and drawn. So this, like, on average, we're playing better than average. That's a weird way of putting it. But I mean, we're winning more than we're losing at the moment. Our goal difference is dramatically decreased. We're now on minus 13, which obviously isn't amazing, but like, considering we lost at 9-0 and all these other teams like Watford, Norwich and Newcastle all have the same or lower goal differences than us, that's quite special. I'm very proud of us in that regard. But I mean, we're on 25 points. If Palace don't play well, we can overtake them. If we win one game and draw one game, then we'll be on 29. That's 8th position at the moment. So we're playing well. Obviously, it works the other way too. The table is really tight this season. But it's great. It's a great feeling now. In a few months' time, I'll look back on this and think this guy, he really thinks that they're fine. He really thinks that they're turning around permanently, and yeah, I do at the moment. But I can almost guarantee that things are going to go tits up in the near future. Anyway, that's kind of my feeling on how the points are going to like influence us, how they've made me feel. They're obviously really valuable for the team. But I'm going to quickly, if I can, find a way to describe who played today, because I didn't watch the game, so I need all the help I can get. Thank you, BBC Sport. So the starting lineup today was pretty much the same as we always play, with a little bit of a mix around. We've got McCarthy, Cedric, Stevens, Bednarek, Bertrand, Armstrong, who has been playing pretty well recently. Not the most special player, but it seems to be relatively consistent. I'll come back to that though. Ward-Prowse, Højbjerg as usual, Genepo, and Ings and Redmond. Genepo starting, which is fantastic. Apparently he played well. I didn't see any of Genepo's play today. Apparently he looked good, just aggressive and pacey as usual. So I'd like to see him get on the score sheet again soon, because it has been a long time since Sheffield. So that's the team that played. And of the players that played, who can I talk about? I can probably talk about Bednarek. I can talk about Stevens, because Stevens and Bednarek have suddenly developed this amazing partnership at centre-back, and they seem to be really pretty decent. I can't... obviously, they might have been absolutely terrible this game, but I from what I saw in the final minutes, when we were inviting them onto us, they won quite a few corners, but we were just defending like madmen. Bertrand put in an incredible challenge, a piece of defending on Lucas, which ended up us winning the ball from a throw. I was like, that's just incredible. Stevens won a really important free kick when they were pressing high. These are non highlights. They're not important things in the grand scheme of it. You won't see them in a replay like on Match of the Day or anything, but they were really valuable pieces of play. And they're the only ones I saw. Maybe they were terrible all game up until that point, but I'm going to go with that's how they played the entire game, because I'm optimistic. Who else I see play? I saw Armstrong play a little bit. He didn't seem to be really in the game at all, trying to just hoofing the ball forward. So that's less the Armstrong that I've come to see in the last few games. So I want to see him on the ball, but again, I can't really say anything. Romeu came on and looked as Romeu does, just solid, beastie, tackling everyone. Obviously, Mourinho knows him quite well from Chelsea, so it must have been nice for him to come on just for the final few minutes to rub it in his face. I don't know. Prowse, his corners weren't very good today. The ones that I saw anyway were pretty poor. And Ollie told me that for the rest of the game they had been pretty poor, and I don't know whether it's worth introducing like a switch where we have Bertrand taking some of the corners again, because we used to do that and it used to just give us a bit of diversity, because really we should be scoring more from corners. We have a lot of talent with delivering the ball and also receiving the ball, but we just don't get any headers on target. Long nearly scored from a header from a corner, kind of a nothing corner. There were only like 3 of our players in the box, but he nearly scored a header. We have the potential there, we just need to use them more. Who else I saw? Obafemi came on in the 76th minute for Ings, and he didn't get on the ball. He wasn't able to hold up play, which is kind of what you want him to do, because he's pretty stocky. He's small, but he's stocky, kind of like a Shaqiri type player, and really fast. But he just couldn't get his foot, get the ball trapped or anything. And I worried that it was going to be something that he would do wrong that would give them the ball back and the opportunity to score. But in the grand scheme of things, that didn't happen. But I really can't talk about any of these players. I don't know why I've tried to speak so long as I have about them. But why don't we ask you what you thought of how players played today? Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, I need your feedback because I have not got a clue, and Match of the Day isn't a full 90-minute rewatch. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the game. How important are these 3 points for you? What about if you're a Tottenham fan? How are you finding stuff at the moment? Because obviously you haven't been performing very well. I feel bad. I quite like Tottenham. My dad used to go and watch Tottenham games when he was at uni, when he was a kid. So they're kind of in the family, I guess. And obviously I quite like their recent players and manager. I really like Pochettino, even though he sacked off Saints. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. If you liked my weird ramble, then leave a like and subscribe to see more of these. I will try and be around more for Saints games. I do like to watch the entire match and give my feedback on them, but sometimes, especially as I'm working now, it's a lot harder to do. But anyway, I'm going to go see Huddersfield on Saturday, so that'll be an epic game. I'm bringing my girlfriend. It's going to be like a big family get-together, and so hopefully we can progress to the next round. But anyway, I hope that you guys have had a wonderful new year and continue to do so, and I will see you guys maybe Saturday evening after the game, and I can give my feedback on what I saw. But until then, stay safe, stay cozy and festive, and take care. Bye.